What's up, guys? This is your boy James, aka 68J, coming to you on this, Friday. Good Lord, huh? Almost lost track of time. I look up and who do I see? The most amazing family on planet Earth, EARF. Just like DCA Crypto Dave said, hanging out with me. Appreciate you in a major way, DCA Crypto Dave. My man, Crypto OG. We're going to be hanging out next week. My brother is going to be back in town. Huh? The homely's back in town? Isn't there like a song like that? The boys are back in town, something like that. We got Operation Shutdown in the house, Crypto for Life time. Hello. Guys, we got a hell of a show for you guys today. We're going to be talking about a whole lot. And we got a special show tonight, Ladies Night, reunion, back in effect. Now, everybody's not going to be there, but we're going to have a great lineup. We'll talk about that in a little bit. We've got Art Caffeine in the house. What's up, Art Caffeine? Jose, that's my familiar. Me familiar? Jose. My brother, good to see you, S Force. My man, Pots and Pans. Yo, Crypto for Life family, huge data breach on Facebook. Yeah. What? No way. What? Now, I have a question, S Force, with what you just said, the data breach thing on iPhones. Over 1 billion people affected. What happened? I didn't see that. Damn, that's a big one. I can't even go by that one. Jesus. So what happened? iPhone, let me see, iPhone. Let me see what happened with iPhone if there's something on here. Did that just come out? Yeah, I don't think I've seen that. Guys, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, notification bell. That's a big deal, though. A big iPhone breach like that, that's a big deal. I didn't see that yet. That's something I wasn't aware of. I was literally getting ready for the show, and then some other things. Man, there's so many people. Shouts out Nest Force. I got to find out more about that. Can you DM me the article on that? Huge data breach on Facebook, and for iPhone users today, over 1 billion people affected. Damn. So what happened? Do you know what happened? Now, I don't know about iPhone, but I know that Twitter was tripping over the last couple of days. Like I was trying to DM, my sisters and DM other people. Like there's a lot of people who are DMing me for tickets, and I was DMing them back. And then I look up and the message I sent was gone. I'm like, yo, what the hell's going on? So there was a lot of stuff. To dark web, watch your bank accounts happened an hour ago. Damn. That's crazy. Well, Facebook better get it fixed. Facebook better get it fixed. Watch your bank accounts. Hold on a second, damn it. I will DM you on X. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Yeah, if you can DM me that, I will read it. Damn, it's a little scary. It's like, what the hell? Yeah, man, that's crazy. So I wonder what they have access to. I'm gonna check. Hold on, man. I'm checking one of my bigger accounts right now. Hold on. Okay, the moolah is there. I'm okay. Good Lord. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, man. I keep my money spread out over like 6 accounts. So I'll check the biggest one right now. And if that's okay, the rest of them is all good. They still got great money, but shoot. That's scary, man. The fact that people do. I have Apple and Android though, so. But that's crazy though, man. Good Lord, huh? Anthony Weiner says, hit the like, subscribe, notification bell, guys. Let's get right into it. That sucks that happened. We're going to talk about that. Now, I do know that like I said, the whole X thing was going on. I had people messaging me. People were like, I think they were messaging me, and then their messages were gone. And I'm like, huh? And so I'm responding to people. Like I had just this morning, I was supposed to go live 30 minutes ago, and I was getting so many messages. I couldn't even get myself out the bathroom. Like, I had to, like, let me go to the bathroom for the thing. And I'm sitting there on my, we all got, what is it about the bathroom that when you're sitting on the toilet? Huh? I mean, we family. Let's keep it 100. Huh? What is it about the bathroom? When you're in the bathroom, it seems like that's when all the calls happen, when some of your best thoughts and your mind is, it just seems like a lot of business things, or you handle a lot of stuff when you're in the bathroom. Oh, what is it? What's wrong with that? Huh? Is there anything wrong with that? That's like everybody's office, right? We all got an office in the bathroom. Anyways, I was in there, and dude, I got so many, I couldn't even get off the damn, I'm like, everybody keeps messaging me. And I'm talking about back to back. And what I think it is that X went back up today, right? I think the messages are back on point. And so I had all these ding, 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 ding. And I'm like, yo, and like these messages was coming through. And there's people like, yo, can you add me to the list? Can you add me to the list? And I'm like, yo, that's crazy. So a lot of people, bro, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, It's so crazy right now. Shouts out to Lizard King. I see my brother walked up in the house. Lizard King, finally something I know a little bit of. You so crazy. Hey, don't start that X man. What's my man X Lloyd? X Lloyd had me laughing. So he had me pull up that damn. I'm typically not very influential, but or not influential. I can be influenced easy, but he said Carl Lewis. I was like, oh my god, one of the funniest videos. Anyway, so but yeah, that's our throne, huh? We're all kings and queens of our own house, our own casa. And when you sit on your throne, that's when all the great ideas come out. I don't know what it is about the toilet. They should just have like in the toilet, people could probably make money if they just came out with like a king and queen like stick. So you just sit there with your stick like this on your throne, like dun 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 dun. That's when all the damn great ideas come out, and then everybody calls you in business. And good Lord, let me start. BG Ohio's in the house. What's up, BG? My brother, Hollywood doing big things, guys. So Facebook came back up, guys. We got such a crazy list of people, like not crazy, like they're crazy, but just the list is growing like crazy. I told people I'm gonna start letting everyone know next week, and that's what I'm saying. Like for people who don't understand the value of what I put together, the value of what we've been working on, they're gonna understand it. Sometimes you don't understand something till something's taken away from you. But I can tell you right now, there's a list of people fighting. Like, Jay, please, can I get in? So I'm just telling you guys, it's going to be a crazy event, and I'm excited. We won't have this problem next year, I promise you that, because next year, we already got a bigger venue. And we're also doing something at that event, a venue as well. So, yeah, big things happening. Okay, so let's get into it. Drive account's crazy because everything is going out. Yeah, nothing coming. Yeah, the whole X thing is crazy right now. All right, let's get into it. Market cap right now, $3.44 trillion. Bitcoin down a tad bit from yesterday, $3,000 down to be exact. Almost got to like 112, right? Ethereum back at 25.60. We got XRP back to 234, 235. BNB right now at 633. We got Solana at 177. Dogecoin at 23 cents. ADA coming in at 70 cents, 77 cents. Guys, the markets are kind of in the red. There's been definitely. Yeah, I don't really see anything doing too much. I'm not going to get too much into it, guys. Just all assets are a little bit down. You know how it is. The almighty, when it moves, when it dips, we dip just like that. There's nothing incredible to talk about. I think even some of these assets that are, but again, like I'm not complaining. $108,000 Bitcoin, that's crazy. A $2.30 something XRP, crazy. Was it XLM at a certain price? Crazy. But some of these coins, I know, like liquidity still maintaining $1, crazy, right? Zebek, still somewhere around. Performing amazing compared to the fact that Bitcoin is moving. What else is out there? Like these are things that people are sending me, so I'm covering it. XCN at 0 almost 2 cents, crazy. That thing was double zeros here not too long ago. So some of these coins are still performing very well. They're not tripping on Bitcoin like everything else. Let's get right into it, guys. We got a lot to talk about. All right. So guys, yeah, again, crazy, excited about the next 8 days. It's going to be incredible. Now, we are having a ladies' night event tonight. Let me see. I'll go down and cover that and then come back up. So for those of you guys that might take off early, whatever, we have ladies' night tonight. We got a few of my sisters out there, Keita, 1211, Lady K, Optimistic Prime, World Be Free. We'll be talking because we haven't had a ladies' night in a while. It's been months. I don't even know if I've had one this year. I would have to go up and I would have to go back and look at my Crypto for Life page and see if we've had a ladies' night this year. Now I know there's been some spinoffs and some people doing some things, but I don't think I physically had one in 2025. So it's been a while. No, I don't. Matter of fact, I know I haven't. Because when last time we had ladies' night, XRP was still like 50 something cents or 50 cents or 40 something cents. So it's gonna be really cool reuniting. I know. Shouts out to Brooke who contacted me and said it's her and her husband's 15-year anniversary. Shouts out to Linda P. Jones who had some other engagement prior to being notified. Also, shouts out to Molly Elmore. All my sisters let me know they have some other things going up. Everybody's trying to get ready for XRP Las Vegas, but 4 of my sisters could make it, and we're going to have an incredible show tonight, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. Do not miss it. Yeah, Nutsford, Yeah. Oh, okay. Are you chatting with me on X? Just need to. No, no, BG. No, BG. I'm sorry, brother. Thank you for. I almost didn't see that until I saw what Nestforce put. So, guys, there's a lot of fake. And thank you, BG, for bringing that up. You get a lot of these idiots. And I have to bring this up, and I'm going to do it right now. And it's not just me. It's Zach Rector deals with this. There was some guy today that I'm sure Mikkel, everyone who's got any type of anything going on social media. There was a guy that I shared his deal, and when I went to look at it, there was a bunch of him. It's not this guy here. Let me see. I'm gonna find it right now, and it's incredible how many fake accounts we have. It's not Riz. Oh, I don't know where the account is, but I went to this guy's account, and there's so many of this guy's account. I was sharing his deal, and I went to go tag his name, and it was like 6 or 7 of them. I'm like, damn. So guys, look, when you put James underscore, and I just want you guys to understand, I will never DM you. I will never have, unless there's a reason that we need to have a conversation. Is that it right there? Yeah, underscore. And if you put 6A, it starts coming up. I don't know when it comes up, but 8. Now look at this, guys. Look at this right here. Look at how many fake accounts this is, right? Can you guys see that? Okay, this is my account with the blue check mark. I want you guys to understand, this is my account. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8 fake 68J accounts. These are not my accounts. James underscore 689J. Double underscore J. 68J with a L. At underscore James. Doesn't start with an underscore. E at the end of the 68J. A 1 before the James. 57 at the end. What am I, Heinz ketchup or some shit? I mean, good Lord. Double James underscore 68J underscore. So guys, please understand there's 6, and I'm literally just tired. Like, if you guys do me a favor, BG, and you guys please report these people, because it's funny when someone like me, the person who's being duplicated as far as their accounts, they put us through everything. Like it takes me time. I got to do this. I got to go do this. I got to do a facey. I got to do this, submit this, do that, go back. And it's like, man, I don't got time for that crap. Like I've reported so many accounts, and I've had so many of these accounts shut down in the early days. But over the years, I've been doing this, been in crypto since 2017. And by the way, guys, let me say that, by the way, too. Nothing we talk about on this show should ever be considered or deemed financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. My name is, James, aka 68J. Been in crypto since 2017, documenting my journey and the evolution of money. Now, with that being said, I've had my channel for about 2 years and 6 or 7 months now. And shortly after we started getting traction, shortly after, like, my videos at one point were getting thousands of views, and then YouTube shut me down 3 times. Still to this day, I don't know why. Each time it affected, and then my videos start getting shadow banned. Like, even now, I can see where, they're doing something with my videos. I don't know I don't know if I'm like in some YouTube permanent jail or something, but it is what it is. And I don't really care. I reached out one point, I was like, because I did one video and it went to like 89,000 views. And I looked on and they took it down to 69,000. It has been stuck at 69,000 for years. And I'm like, how the hell is that possible? How did you take 20,000 views from my video? So it's whatever, dude. I'm over it. I don't care. Maybe if I was trying to earn a living at this or something, but I'm not motivated by that. But the point I'm trying to make is that there's 8 accounts, and I just got tired because they damn near want me to draw blood. It's like ridiculous. But when you guys do it, I think it might get them off as well. But I've seen some accounts shut down. It just takes a while. And now I got 8 more, and it's a headache. Some of the people that I actually reported, I don't see them on here. So please, BG, and you guys, please be careful. I'm sure like World Be Free, maybe some of you guys that are out there, I'm sure Abs, I actually seen Abs with fake accounts and Coach JVs. And it's funny because these people DM me, and I'm like, man, are you stupid? Like, it takes a moment to go look at this check mark. People like, hey, what's up, buddy? And it'd be like a fake I've had a Gary Gensler reach out to me. I've had Gary Gensler and Elizabeth Warren in this chat just to go to show you how stupid these people are. And they got no verification badges, nothing. So 68J is at James underscore 68J period. I mean that's it. And it's a blue check mark. So please, 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 please. Thank you so much, BG, because I know Wolf of All Streets reported that somebody used his information, tapped into his personal information, came up with like a driver's license, had his wife and kids information. So they had everything they needed to verify certain things and robbed his community and people that he knew for $4 million. Crazy. So please be careful, guys. And I can't say that enough. I will never DM you unless there's a reason. And if I do, it's not going to be asking for money. Never will I ever do something like that. Never. So, and just remember the blue check mark. That's kind of the rule of the game. Blue check mark, and then just kind of go around and just kind of look at and verify. You see a YouTube, because these guys are good. They take your picture, they take your YouTube link, they take everything. So it doesn't take a lot, but that verified check mark typically does the trick. As you can see, none of those people had it. Okay, so NestForce sent this to me. Okay, this is the guy about the, where's NestForce at? Where's my brother at? Right here. Okay, so let's look at this real quick. Okay, shouts out to NestForce for this. So, hey, doggies. I love my doggies. I love doggies. Okay, where we at here? Damn it. How do I get these freaking ads off? I hate when I got to fight with freaking ads, I swear. Oh, God, I hate even pulling this stuff. Okay, so hacker claims to have, let me see if I can pull this down some without that crap. Oh, that's the only way. Hacker claims to have grabbed 1.2 billion Facebook user records. Here's what we know. Okay? There you go. That's the way to get it out of here. Researchers found a huge database on the dark web. The threat actors claim to have scraped it abusing a Facebook API. Facebook says the database is years old. Okay. Because I know, Facebook, I've seen where they're like, we take pride in our, on our security. Like, damn. A hacker claims to have scraped 1.2 billion user records from Facebook, including people's names, location, and phone numbers. This is according to cybersecurity researchers, Cyber News, who recently spotted a new thread on the dark web forum promoting a gigantic database. So I'm not going to get too much into this, guys, but please be careful out there. Have everything, and that's what all my stuff. I got my stuff like double, triple secure because of, situations and, So, guys, I'm 8 days from my family. I'm 8 days to a bunch of real hugs because I know we be giving each other virtual hugs up in here. I'm really excited to see my family. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, there's a lot that goes on. So you guys know with these events, like I had a pretty good conversation with my sister Melissa about this yesterday, and it's a lot, man. It is a lot, and we're going to talk more about stuff like that. But she has a private event. I'm not going to get too much in her event, but it's a lot of work. I love it personally. I think what's so funny. And I think me and Melissa she could probably chime in on this if she wants. You know where my anxiety comes from? It's not the planning of the event. I would say, and I'm not even going to say anxiety with the situation with, all the stupid stuff that's been going on with the ignorance from, just the stuff I've been dealing with. And that's, at the end of the day, guys, you can bank on you. You can trust you. It's hard to bank and trust other people, and that's all I got to say about that. But I'll just say that other than that situation being it's almost like a mosquito. You just and it's done. It's over. I've already ended that. But the thing that has caused me anxiety is the inability to give people yeses that want to get in, and because the list keeps growing, me and Melissa talked about. I can't, I haven't said no. Because I'm working with the owner right now to see what we can do with this patio area and see if we can kind of extend it a little bit, as far as not extend it, but like get some people out there. So we might be able to get like an extra 20 or so in. But that list is gone 3 times above that. And so that's what I'm saying. Like, it's going to be a great event, man. It's going to be a great event. But that's where my anxiety is coming in, is just I wish I had a bigger venue. I wish I would have known what to expect. So next year, even though I will utilize this venue, again, because I plan on doing some day things and some night things, but I'm in works with Sahara and my amazing host out there. Shouts out to my man Rico, takes real good care of me and my wife. I'm sorry, Ricardo. Good Lord, Ricardo. And I got so many hosts, man. Shouts out to all my hosts. I don't know if they watch my show or not, but we got a lot of them, about 8 of them. And but Rolando's one of my aces, and so they're working on a nice space that can take up to like 400 or 500 people, along with a penthouse that we'll have after event at. So it's crazy. But Melissa says exactly 100% is wanting everything to be perfect for everyone, making sure you don't disappoint them. And that says a lot about my sister Melissa, and it says a lot about me, because we're not in this for the money. And I know people will try to turn that. I'm in it for the and all. I'm not gonna get into it. But that's just where certain things. It's like water and oil don't mix. Sometimes you can kind of coexist, but when it comes down to your beliefs, your heart, your values, what you stand for as a man, everyone has different things. And let me just touch on this, guys. I will never, ever in my life, right, belittle someone for struggling. Hell no, right? But then you also cannot belittle a person who's put themselves in a position to win, because we've all at some point, I wouldn't say all, but because I can't talk about everybody's situation, but I can tell you right now, let's see if I got it. I carry it with me. I carry it in one of my 3 checkbooks, right? And so in this particular checkbook here, you can see, I keep this because it's really, really, really old, and I don't want it to like decay any more than it has been. But I've had this forever. That's a food stamp, right? Food stamp, welfare. So never talk to me about struggle or us little people and no one understands, because I'm just talking in general. I'm not going to turn my show into one of those, because I've already given up on that. But there's going to be a time where everybody here is going to win. Everybody here is going to win. Everybody here has the opportunity, depending on how you position yourself and your patience and how you control your emotions, to be wealthy beyond your imagination. That's what we have in crypto. It's like that .com bubble internet thing, right? Bigger than that. And so it's all good, Miss Siete. And international. Like I said, I don't hate on any family, the IBF family, the Crypto for Life family, the BTHO family, the Mickle Mafia, Good Morning, Good Evening Crypto family, the Keto 1211 family. There's so many families out there that's going to be at this event. But I have a zero tolerance for stupidness. And I had to understand it. I'm so grateful for my friends and the people who kind of rallied around me and said, Jay, it's as easy as flipping a switch. Just shut it off. And it's that simple. But the point I'm trying to make, guys, is that when you have a good heart and you have a good soul and you have different, and we all have different things in life. Some people are still in that place where I was at many years ago. Some people are like me and my wife, where we're in the latter part of our journey. I wouldn't say the latter part of our journey, but like the middle part of our journey, where we've done, and we were watching kids, and now we've got, grandbaby for the first, all these different things. So everyone's going to have a different thing. And so it's okay if you don't get along, if you don't see eye to eye, if it's not, and I'm done with that. But anyways, the point I'm trying to make is, I love when I see people like Melissa, and even with, shouts out to Alan, Staple Crew, shouts out to, who else is it, Melissa? And I think Rob and some of those other guys who rallied together to do something for free. That's just, man, that says a lot. My respect level for all those guys are immense. I was one of them. I literally signed up to be an equal investor in that, and because of the privacy of the event, I ended up doing my own thing. But the point I'm trying to make is, it's just really beautiful when you do things out of the goodness of your heart and the goodness of your soul. It's crazy, man. Yeah, my daughter Janessa, who's my middle daughter, who's engaged to Jalen Johnson from the Chicago Bears, #1. They just gave me and my wife our first granddaughter. And so, and that's one of our 6 kids. So, first one, we're excited about it. I'm a young granddad, but a granddad nevertheless. And my wife is a young grandma. You would never look at my wife and think she's a grandma. Beautiful, beautiful grandbaby. Shouts out to my grandbaby. I'm not going to disclose names and stuff like that. It's all public information. You can literally Google my daughter and see her dude and their baby. But anyways, so but yeah, that's where we're at in life. So just shouts out to Melissa. I know you know what it is, sis. It's a lot of work, and I'm excited about it. I'm so stinking excited. So anyways, shouts out to Melissa, because like I said, I know it's a lot of work putting that together. Okay, volatility is real. Just in 300 million liquidated from the cryptocurrency market in the past 60 minutes. That was 7 hours ago. It's crazy, guys. And it's crazy because I saw people putting in like longs, like crazy money. And so, man, I'm telling you, I don't play that game, because I just think it's too positioned for manipulation. You know what I'm saying? It's too positioned where they can just wipe. These exchanges still are able to play that game until they can't. So, yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, shouts out to the family. Shouts out to my wife, Jeanette's in the house. Who else up in here? Nina Blossom, good to see you, sis. Who up in here? Lizard King. BG, I think I got, who else? Did I miss anybody? rambling on, running my mouth. So shouts out to the community, guys. We're going to have a great event. 8 days for we're family. I know I'm looking forward to it. And I think I saw my wife up here. Yeah. Hola. Can't wait to see everyone in Vegas. Damn straight. My wife knows. All right. Extreme greed. People are bullish on crypto. And that was kind of the title of my, guys. Let me just ask you guys this. How amazing does it feel world be free? I mean, some of you guys can make a comment. Joe Budai, Melissa, Nina Blossom, Miss C88. You guys are up in here, huh? Beekeeper69. You know, yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Who else up in here? Ness Force. But, you know, how does it feel, guys, to be in a situation where it seems like everything is crypto? Thank you so much, Nina. Everything is crypto. Like, you know, if you've been in this long enough, I've been around since 17. I've been around for some years, and it's crazy because for a minute, you know, if you were in early enough, talking about crypto was talking like if you walked out in public and said crypto, you felt like you had some kind of like virus or you had some kind of disease because people are crypto, I mean, anybody else feel like that, right? And then, but all of a sudden now it's like. You say crypto, and people are like, oh my God, that person's in crypto. And, you know, it's just crazy because it's everything. It's everywhere. It's global. It's here. I mean, the United States finally loves crypto. Our president, right? It's amazing, guys. And so that's why I titled this whole thing all about crypto. Everything. It is. And what's so cool about it is the opportunity is still there when you look at, maybe a little, I mean, not a little bit, it's a lot of out of reach for it. When it comes to if you didn't get yourself positioned with Bitcoin, and it may be a little out of reach if you didn't get yourself positioned for Ethereum, because I can't see anybody saying, "Oh, I want 4 or 5 Ethereum, that's it," and nothing else, right? The opportunities in the opportunities are in the coins that have not had their moments yet, and just to name a few in the top, like let's say 20 XRP. You know, I mean, how many BNB can someone afford? But I remember BNB when it was like $12, $10, $8, and we were using it for fees. Like back in the day, if you bought BNB, it got you a percentage of your fees off through Binance. So I'm just telling you, like 64, hell no, I wasn't buying it then. I ain't bought none since it went over $100, right? Why? I was getting a damn thing at like probably less than, I think it was like $7, $8, something like that. So it's crazy when you see this. Solana. Right? If you remember everything that happened with Sam Bankman-Fried and the whole FTX fiasco, this thing got down to $8.50, 60 cents. $8. That was an opportunity to buy up some 177. I'm just saying, nothing wrong with it. Opportunity is still there because Solana has the potential to go high. I mean, the thousands of dollars, right? I mean, you know, but when you look at opportunities, I would say look at ADA, 77 cents. Look at Dogecoin, 20. And I'm not saying these are coins that I would go out there and run to the bank to. I'm just saying do your research. You know, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't do any of that. But, you know, definitely not going to sit up there and say anything about TRX because I don't know what's going on with that one. But, you know, there's opportunities still. I think Chainlink is still undervalued. You know, some of these coins, they're still, but obviously when you look at, you know, some of those coins out there like Liquidity or Zebek or XCN or SHX or XYO or whatever, you know, there's a lot of coins that are still sitting in that 10% or, you know, I always talk about the 70, 20, 10. There's some coins that still, the potential's like to go, and some of these coins are already like at the cusp of becoming 20%ers. Some of those coins that were just 0 something. And so, and zeros don't necessarily mean it's not a 20% because Shiba has been 20%er for a while, right? I wouldn't put it as a 70%er, but I would definitely put it as a 20, a high 20. So yeah, but so anyways, let me get back on track here, guys. I'm sorry. Let me look at some of the comments here. My family says fake money. They don't understand what's about to happen. And that's when you know, BG, that's still the majority of the world. The majority of the world still, even for people that I'm friends with, whether they're my family and friends, whether they're celebrity friends, it's crazy when you got people who are so successful in life. And I'm not just talking about successful people. I'm talking about like, you know, I've got family members who struggle and they don't see it, and maybe they just don't have the means, and I get that, right? I get it, but especially if you're like an immediate family member, what I'm fighting for is for you as well. But when I deal with like people who are really like wealthy or, you know, other than let's say like Mike O, but there's some people, man, they don't want nothing to do with it. They don't get it. Now there's a lot of celebrities that do, but it amazes me how certain people they're still scared. It's a scary, and especially when you've seen, because people look for, you know, if they don't know what we know and they haven't done their due diligence, they look at the shell of what's going on, like the They don't know the internal. They just look at the shell. Oh, the FTX did this and this happened and we had that and then they start calling and believing. And this happened last bull run when Bitcoin got up to 68,000, whatever it was. What did it get up to? Like 68,000, something like that. And I mean, my phone was blown up. So that's how people are, right? ZBCN. That was a great call. Great call. Yeah, I first heard about ZBCN and XCN, I believe, through CKJ, and then I saw people like what's my man name, Zach Rector, just running with it, and little prankster in the house. I use up all my vacay at work since I know XRP is going to Moonland. Yeah, damn straight, huh? The MSM news trash crypto for you. Yeah, scared all the normies into missing an amazing opportunity. So bad, so sad. But that's the part. Like, and you're right, Nesforth. There's media, news, our government, the SEC before Trump. I mean, dude, it was scary, and it's still. I hear people say it's scary because they get nervous about what they don't know. The long, address numbers. If I mess one thing up, you get on the internet and you Google crypto, and a minute it's got nightmares on there about people losing everything and hacks. And I mean, I'm on an exchange, but the exchange got hacked. There's so much stuff. So that's what I'm saying. We're still in a position where the opportunity is golden. When it becomes a household thing, when it becomes like the norm, when you're walking around and people just, oh, I'm going to the Bitcoin machine. Oh, I'm going to buy my car. You're sitting at Starbucks or something. They just ding, 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 Bitcoin, something like that. Then maybe you missed it, or oh God, huh? XRP is everywhere. ETFs are out. 1,700 NDAs. Banks are using it. Then this will maybe a little too late. But I still think there's going to be incredible opportunities for years to come. I mean, we're just ahead of the game. We're definitely ahead of the game. Hit that like, bias, please. Oh, thank you so much, sis. I appreciate you. Sis. Button. Thank you, sis. I appreciate you in a major way. Spikes, where the yeah. Yeah, I had somebody who told me that. Was it Michael? I think Mike O last night we were talking, and Mike O said, wouldn't that be cool if XRP hit like $40 by the event? And I had to think about it. I was like, okay, does it have the potential to hit $40 by the event? I mean, look, dude, there's a couple things that can be done, and that's why it's so phenomenal because, for those of us who, I would probably say spoiled. Is that a good word to use, guys? Crypto Tales in the house. Can I use the word spoil, Operation Shutdown? Because I think we got spoiled in the opportunity because of the corruption going on in the SEC. So a lot of us, some people, oh my God. I mean, I used to have people attack me all the time. You're stupid. It's 40 cents. It can't get past 50 cents and all this stuff. And a lot of people like us saw an opportunity to pack our bags. And so, were some people like early, like 002 of X? No, you weren't early. But is there an opportunity now at 230? What? Hell yeah. If you look at the top 5 assets, right? You take out USDT, you take out top 6. If you take the top 6 assets, right? Everything is, the only thing that's under $5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Solana's 177, BNB 663, Ethereum 2,500 something, Bitcoin 108,000, but 1 point it was less than a penny. The opportunity is still golden at $2.33. Under a sub $5 XRP is ridiculous. If you understand, and I'm telling you guys, there's gonna be so many people. You know how many people right now will go out and just back up the truck if they would have said, you got an opportunity to buy Bitcoin at 10,000. People would they would sell homes. They'd be like, look, I'll walk to work, I'll Uber, because and knowing that it's going to go back to it. So you can't do that. You can't go back in time like that. People will go crazy. There's some people probably give up a limb. I'll give a couple fingers up for $1,000 Bitcoin again, because you know what happened. It's easy when you know. It's hard to believe, right? And that comes in everything in life, right? Even spiritually, right? Faith. Right? Belief. And the way that you believe and the way that you have your faith is strongest by what? Studying. Being a better student of what? The Bible. Right? That's where your faith is, and then you see it and you start, with the word, right? And this is not church. This ain't church. I ain't trying to give no church. I'm trying to give a little bit of a, you guys, you know where I'm at, right? Ooh, look at John 3:16 thoughts on Crow. Thanks. Ooh, man, that was crazy. I just talked about Chutch and John 3:16 came in. Crow is undervalued. I'm gonna talk about that right now, John, just for you. So the point I'm trying to make, guys, is you don't see it now because I think we're still spoiled. We still, it's like a selfish, I want now. And I'm not saying it's wrong because I think for us who've been like new people shouldn't be in there like, when is it gonna go? New people who are, you got to come in and get in where you fit in with XRP and some of these other, XLM, XCC, HBAR. I mean, come on, a lot of them. And I think, who was it? CKJ might have brought this up here not too long ago where he was talking about, yeah, I can still talk about CKJ. He came up with something where he was talking about how, and he made some calls back in the day, like, 100,000 Matic for $100 and all this stuff. And it's a fact. So when you look at, some of these coins now, you can't get 100,000 Matic for no $100 today. Right. And so, that's what I'm saying about XRP. There's going to be a time, man, when people look back and pray and wish they would have got it at $5. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know. Look, I get these calls. Everybody get these damn scam calls. I always keep my damn phone off. So a lot of people, guys, sorry, my phone kind of distracted me there. But a lot of people aren't going to understand the opportunity until it gets to, $100. And then you'll be going back going, damn it, I wish I'd have bought more at 222 or 220, whatever, 230 something where we're at right now. So I'm just saying, guys, this is going to happen. Let's move on. I got so much to talk about. I got caught up on this stuff. All right, let's move on. Let's get out of here. All right. So fear and greed index right now, guys, is extreme greed. Have a plan. Me and Michael was talking about this last night. Have a plan because, guys, I'm going to tell you what sucks. Abs is in the house. I'm sure Abs remember this. You know what sucks is when you get into the midst of a bull run. Vegas next week. Can't wait to give you a hug, my brother. That's my man right there. Abs, good morning and good evening, crypto. I'm going to tell you guys right now, one of the things that, and it teaches you, shouts out to Mike and much love to Mike for saying this. He goes, Jay, I ain't been through a bull run, right? Mike it hasn't been in crypto that long, but was in a position to get himself in a great position before the boom when everything was down. And he says, I'm learning from you and I'm learning from the things you say. And obviously we're best friends and all that. So I don't make the mistakes that you made back in the day, right? And back in the day when we had a bull run, you see millions and millions of dollars and you're like, oh my God. And you got hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars coming in and you think, oh, the potential is still, and that's where that greed can get you in trouble. That greed can get you in trouble. That's why I talk so emphatically about having a plan because, man, you don't want to get left sitting there going, and again, I've heard a lot of people talk about it. I've heard CKJ talk about it, about having hundreds of thousands at one point and then right back down to being, having nothing. And so it happens. And, some of us were able to take some money off the table, but, you're talking about portfolios that went down 90%, 80%, 75%. That's devastating. I mean, I've got friends. We've talked about me and Iron Man, me and Crypto OG, me and my man Griffin, others, JC and others, where you got to have. That's why it's so important because when you get to that moment, you need to understand. And I've had this conversation with Maya and Chris over at Fruition. You need to know, when am I taking money off the table? Right? Zach Rector does a very good job talking about this. And the person who talks about this the best, in my opinion, is Lewis Jackson. Having a freaking plan. I love his analogies and his mindset on that subject. So lock in, guys. Things about to happen. Shouts out to man Jack the Rippler. He says it's a sign, and I say cloudy and bullish. I think I've seen this cloud before, huh? Especially lately. Damn it. Let me stop. All right, let's keep it going. Damn. In all these years, I thought an apple kept the doctor away. It says, fun fact, 2015 study found that an apple a day does not keep the doctor away. You need to get your ass up and walk and work out a little bit. I'm going to just eat an apple. I'm going to eat an apple. Hell no. I was eating apple during the COVID, and I got all that COVID weight, huh? Apple ain't do a damn thing. Let me stop. Now, guys, I don't know how I feel about this. Man plays Grand Theft Auto V while driving his self-driving Tesla truck. I don't know how I feel about this. You guys chime in as I show this video. This guy's playing games on his Tesla while he's driving. I'm going to turn off the sound because I don't want to get like any kind of marks for that. But how would you feel if you were driving and you looked over and the guy was playing video games, drinking a soda, eating potato chips, and wasn't touching the steering wheel. I'll be like, wait a minute, what? That's crazy. I mean, I get I don't know, that's crazy. That's crazy. How do you feel about that? You think that's okay? Is that all right? Some of you guys might feel it's okay. Hey, let the truck do its thing. I don't know. I don't know if I like that. No hands. But I'm old school, so it could be like, I might not like something where the future's going, flying cars, hovering over the water with your car. I mean, who knows, damn it. It just might be, I'm acting like an old guy. Let me stop. Avoid people who lower your vibe and peace. Avoid people who lower your vibe and your peace. There's nothing greater in this world, guys, than your peace, your vibe, right? Time, moments, family. You know where I learned that lesson from, guys? And and it came together for me. I don't get too much in this, but I think that's what kind of makes our show, right? When I lost my mom and dad, it taught me a lot. It was painful, man. It taught me so much. And prior to that, I remember this. I don't know if it was maybe after I lost mom, but I remember that in conjunction with what Steve Jobs says had a profound impact on my life. I was reading this article and I shared it on Facebook years ago. I was never really a Twitter guy until I got into crypto. Never, rarely. And I was doing Facebook and Instagram. Facebook and Instagram. And I remember this Facebook deal, and he was sitting in the bed, man, skinnier. You guys remember the story? He just skinnier. I don't know what, in his last days. And there's this machine, and it had red and green. And he wrote this long article about when it's red, I'm in trouble. When it's green, I'm okay. And he goes, this is what my life has come down to. The great Steve Jobs. And he was talking about people praise him for this and people praise him for that. He goes, but I missed it. I missed the moments. And I think that's what gave me the motivation, is because my mom died with a broken heart, from depression and stuff like that. And my dad chased success all the way to his deathbed. And he had success, right, in his own right, in his own way. And so I remember in my 40s saying, man, that's not going to be me. That's not going to be. And I remember telling my wife in my 40s, mid 40s, I said, babe, we're going to get out of here in the next couple of years. We raised our kids. We did what we were supposed to do. When that last set of kids get to college, we're out after they graduate, and we were out. And so because I wanted to make sure that I enjoyed my moments. That doesn't mean we see our kids, we go to all the graduate, we're very involved in our kids' lives, but I wanted to make sure I enjoyed my moments. I lived my life. And I didn't sit there and chase success all the way to my deathbed. No. And so, everyone has their own story, guys, but it taught me a lot. My mom passing away, my dad, and that Steve Jobs article taught me a lot about the quality of life moments and all that kind of stuff. So, avoid people who lower your vibe and peace. And sometimes it's easy to get caught up in things, and then you get reminded by the people in your circle. And you guys are in my circle. Most of you guys are in my circle, especially those who we talk on a one-on-one basis. Your circle has to sometimes pull you up and say, hey, don't do that. Okay, another XRP, XLM, and RLUSD. Another one. Isn't that by DJ Khaled? By the way, guys, there's something I saw with DJ Khaled. This dude is freaking hilarious. Where's it at? This dude is hilarious, man. I don't mean to go off subject. Where's my like stuff at? Likes. This is the funniest damn thing I've seen. Where's it at? Right. This is that dude. So that dude, Ashton Hall, this dude's like this dude who's strong as an ox. And most big people don't run that fast. This dude, he always posts videos about how strong he is. And DJ Khaled, crazy, but connected with this dude and made a video showing, his version of being in shape, running with him. This is funny as hell. DJ Khaled is a fool for this. Let's check it out. I'm sorry. You gotta love DJ Khaled, man. Dude, it cracks me up. Oh God, you gotta be comfortable in your own skin, baby. King finds another DTCC patent. This in regards to XRP, XLM, RLUSD. The Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation (DTCC) processes nearly 4 quadrillion. Damn, do you know, as a kid, I didn't even know what the hell that was. I knew like million, billion, trillion, but quadrillion? Damn, in securities annually. They processes 4 quadrillion in securities annually. How many zeros is that? Good God. To modernize this vast infrastructure, DTCC has filed a patent titled Systems, Methods, and Storage Media for managing digital liquidity tokens in a distributed ledger platform. Wow. Here goes the number here, the patent number. This patent outlines a framework for tokenizing liquidity across various asset classes, integrating digital assets like XRP and XLM. It complements the previously discovered DTCC patent, focusing on rights delegation. I can't say that last word. But isn't that crazy, guys? What? Great find by, what's my man name? King? I think he gave homage to the guy King Solomon. Shouts out to King Solomon. I think he talks about this in this video that he about finding this. Let's check it out real quick.
A few weeks ago, we stumbled across a patent for digital asset management with DTCC, who moves quadrillions on an annual basis. Well, digging a bit deeper down the rabbit hole, I just stumbled across another patent, DTCC's plan for digital liquidity tokens.
Whoa.
This new patent directly mentions integration of XRP, the XRP ledger, XLM, the Stellar blockchain, into interoperable asset management.
What happens if XRP gets a percentage of quadrillions? I'm just saying, y'all ain't thinking big enough. That's why when people say numbers like, and it's kind of funny, I know Abs can probably agree with this, winning, damn straight, my brother Abs. I'm sure Abs deals with this all the time, and so does Melissa, Keto122, and other people in this space. When you hear Jimmy Val and these guys who came on my show, we talked about this. They asked to do their second stint of what they call the XRP evaluation reunion right here. And I'll play a little bit of this for you guys right here. See? And they go through this whole model. And shouts out to Jimmy Valley, Max Avery, Molly Elmore. We had Zarag out of India and my man Dion from South Africa. And these guys came up with the evaluation talking about XRP going to $60,000. Now, it's hard to imagine that until you see stuff like this. It's like, you know, people would have called you cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. You'd have been like locked up in one of those straitjackets back in the day when Bitcoin was less than a penny. 1,300 Bitcoin for $1, 13,000 for $10, and you would have had the audacity. It's going to 100,000. They'd have, hello, is this the Can't Get Right people? Yeah, this dude over here, 68J, talking about Bitcoin going to. I mean, y'all know what I'm talking about? And it kind of feels that way about XRP. As soon as you say that, you got the people who really, like, there's a lot of people who jumped on the bandwagon. And that's okay. God bless them, whatever. And they come in here and you see these new channels, been in X forever, and they've got some great momentum because they're saying things that people think they want to hear. They shill, they this and that, or they'll come in and go, I don't shill. I love you guys. I'm going to, but they'll quickly discredit a 10,000. A 20,000, a $60,000 XRP. Who are you to discredit that when Joe Katz himself said it can't be cheap? That Joe Katz himself said at one point $10,000 is the minimum where it should be. So, and then you got people like Jimmy Val and these guys who are brilliant lawyers, financial advisors. They get together and they've been working. This is what they do. This is what they do. Like, what do you do? If you're a basketball player, I'm gonna be the best basketball player I can be. If you're a nurse, be the best nurse. If you're a trash guy, be the damn best trash guy. But don't come in talking about something you know when you worked at McDonald's last year and you coming in, oh, it can't hit $60,000. Well, if that's the case, when you look at these patents and you look at what they got in the 1,700 NDAs and the fact that ETFs and all these different variables that are coming into fruition, and the fact it's not about retail, it's about institutional adoption. When that happens, my God, you know, either you believe or you just stay where you're at. It doesn't matter. Because the people who are out there riding right now, everybody makes fun of the guy who gave up all that Bitcoin for the pizza, but I bet that dude still got a lot of money in his pocket. Maybe, you know, I can't say that can't sting, 1.2 billion pizza, whatever the hell it was. But I'm just saying, guys, like, sometimes we have to believe that we deserve better. Sometimes we have to believe that we are in the right place at the right time. Sometimes we have to believe that, you know what, God showed us favor. There's a blessing upon us. You didn't get this wrong. You got it right. And I know a lot of times it's too good to be true. It's too good to be true, boo-boo. Remember that was that Yogi Bear? But the point I'm trying to make, I don't know where this stuff comes from. But anyways, this is your time. This is your opportunity. Whether you embrace it, whether you recognize it, whether you treat it like a, you know, oh, I got it. I'm going to make, you know, and you're out real quick and then you sit up there and me and Mike were talking about this last night for some time. Huh? And Lewis Jackson does a very good job of this, guys. Go check him out as far as, you know, what's enough? Based off your age, what is enough? Where you need to be at? You know, how long are you willing to wait? All that good stuff. So, So shouts out to my man. Who was that? King. If you guys want to go follow, Riz reposted it, and then King is King Solomon. What is his deal? Right here, his little deals right there. So it's on my deal. If you guys want to check it out and hear the rest of his story about it. Okay. No matter how bad your past was, your future is still spotless. No matter how bad your past was, your future is still spotless. This is what, I don't live in the past. People with these, in the past, you did this in the past. I've cut off family. I've cut off close family. I just got a zero tolerance for that shit. And I'm going to tell you why. And you can tell when I curse, I'm serious. Because I hope I don't offend nobody, but it's like, I can't bring my mom back. I can't bring my dad back. I can't go back. So what the hell are you bringing up the past for? Regardless, and I'm not saying I got some horrific past. I'm talking to the community. I don't care what you've been through in your life. Your future is spotless. Move forward. Keep the right people away from you. Keep the right people by you and the wrong people away from you. I mean, I had to learn this here lately, the last little bit here, right, about having the wrong people around me because, when I turn this button off and I look outside and I see this beautiful skies in Vegas and where me and my wife have gotten to in our life, and I can look up and see my daughter here and my kids here and then my son here and all, and I'm here, Dad, we're in Hawaii, and Dad, we're over here, and Dad, I'm in Chicago, and Dad, I'm over here, and Dad, and all these things. I'm going to white coat doctor graduations and this. I'm like, man, look, I click this button off. I don't give a damn. So guys, the point I'm trying to make is stay in don't let nobody mess up your spirit. That's the bottom line of that whole long ass analogy. Okay. All about crypto, guys. I already said this. I'm not going to go over it again. Everything is crypto, and soon crypto might be everything. It's a great opportunity. I don't mean it's like, God is everything, and then your family, and then, then crypto, that kind of stuff. And that's one of the things I had to do in my life too, guys. I had to figure out my purpose, and I had to make sure I prioritize things the way they were supposed to be. Because a lot of times, especially when you come from we came from poor and struggle and everything else, we're so money focused that sometimes you miss a lot of things. And that's that part that Steve Jobs taught me. That article, man, it was a long ass article, but it taught me a lot about I did this and I did that and I did this and it reminded me so much of my dad. Missed all the moments, all the stuff with the kids, everything. So yeah, okay. Understand your value even if others don't. Understand your value. I think everybody that's here, everybody that tunes into this show, I appreciate you guys. And I mean this, my wife knows I'm a people, my whole life, besides owning businesses and things like that, have been serving people. My whole life. And so I'm a people lover, if you will. I'm a people person. That's been my industry for years. And whether it's car lots, cell phone stores, speaking on stage, doing that, it was always people, owning semi-pro teams, people, helping people. And so understand your value, man, even if others don't see it. Understand your value. And everybody here in this group, I see crazy value. I really do. You guys take the time to be here. I appreciate that. It means the world to me. Trust me when I tell you. It may not mean, and I'll never ask, and I'll never this, and I'll never, let me stop. Okay, Trump says, we are helping. Oh, and by the way, going to that one gentleman, what's his name? Thank you for bringing that up, guy, my brother. What's his name? He was here earlier. Oh, BG Ohio, yeah, about the fake 68Js. Thank you for bringing that up, brother. I'll never reach out to anyone. A multimillionaire told me, will your problem still be around in 5 years? If not, move on. It happened. It's going to happen. It happened already. You only control 3%. Yeah. Told me problem be around. Yeah. So you know who actually says that? Edward Franzlowski. Is that how you Franzlowski? You know who said that is the great Jim Rohn. If you go Google or go to YouTube and look up Jim Rohn and then put Jim Rohn, Jim Rohn is Jim, last name is Rohn, Jim Rohn, and put in problems. I might be able to pull it up for you guys. It's amazing what he says. Somebody when I was a motivational speaker in my early days, like Tony, and I've been on stages with John Maxwell and Eric Worre and those guys, but I used to study Jim Rohn. A lot of these guys, when you look at Tony Robbins and these guys, trust me when I tell you, and you listen to who they get praised to, it's Jim Rohn. Facts. Right? Is Jim Rohn or Jim Rohn? Damn, it might be Jim Rohn. Hold on, maybe I'm. What is it? Is it Jim Rohn? Yeah, Jim Rohn. I spelled it right. So there's maybe two Jim Rohns. Okay, so it's Jim Rohn, and then it's Jim Rohn, and it was, what was the one that was very impactful? It was Jim Rohn, bigger become problems. Maybe I could just put in problems. Let's see. And this is okay, where is it at? But there's one, go through here and look at it, guys. I don't want to waste too much time. Damn, we're already at an hour. But he was talking about becoming bigger than your problems, right? And it kind of reminded me that when I saw what my man just said. What was it? Edward Fulowski. You're welcome, Edward. And he was talking about, if you can, there was different variables of what he was saying. But if he goes, if $500 is your problem, like if you need $500, I need $500 to pay the bill. He goes, you have to learn how to become bigger than your problem, because if you can make 500, then you only got to do 10 times more of whatever you just did to get 5,000. If you have a problem with 5,000, so he went through this whole analogy, and he said you have to learn to become bigger than your problems. And he talked about how he became bigger than the problems, and he tells this whole story, and it's fascinating as hell. And I've implemented that. So there's a time where I used to have, a $5,000 problem or a $500 problem, and I had to become bigger than those problems. Yeah. And so, yeah. And that's when, life gets amazing, when you can figure out that Da Vinci code of becoming bigger than your problem. So if you guys get a chance, go check out Jim Rohn. It could be one of these right here. I put problems, so it might be one of these here, but dude is freaking amazing. I mean, anybody who you are inspired by now, I don't care if it's Eric this or the brother with the hat on or Tony Robbins or Eric Warrior, I don't care who they are. They all listen and were students of and inspired by this guy right here. Damn straight. I know I was in that world for a very long time, 28 years. All right, let's keep it going. Okay, President Trump says tariffs are helping, not hurting Americans. They're not hurting, they're helping because they're creating jobs in America. Let's see what Trump's got to say.
Why impose tariffs that you know are hurting American businesses?
They're not hurting, they're helping, because they're creating jobs in America. And we're creating tremendous amounts of jobs in America like you've never seen. We're having investment in America. We're not getting ripped off by every country in the world. We've been ripped off by every country in the world. They're making their product, they sell it. They don't give our people the jobs. They make them with other countries' jobs.
Now, I know there was something that just came out here not too long ago about Trump putting, was it the European, or I can't think what it was, but he put like a 50% tariff, and hey, he says he's doing what's in the best interest of people. Hey, we voted him in. I trust the process. Facts. Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah. Wait, what was this about? Treasury Secretary Bensett says digital asset companies deserve regulatory clarity, and that's exactly what we are working toward. Yeah. That's what I know. I mean, yeah. Rip on XRP has been waiting for this forever. We had lawyers trying to tell you, but when we had the corrupted system, right? They could just, we're going to do this, and we're going to put it off, and we're going to prolong it. I mean, guys, when you go back, there's two things that I'll probably never forget in my life. I mean, there's several things. It'd be like, like the day I signed my pro contract and all. There's a lot of things. The day my children were born, the day I married my beautiful Queen Jeanette. There's a lot of stuff. But two things I'll never forget that were painful. COVID being one, that it just seemed like it wasn't real. And sitting in the midst of the war on crypto. The level of corruption and what that taught a lot of us who've been in this space for. I mean, it taught me so much. Rig from the Start by Fruition Production, guys. You guys got to go watch that. I mean, it taught me, and I've watched it several times. It taught me so much because we exist. We go out there and make money. We pay our bills. We do this. We take care of our family. We got our hopes and dreams. But we're clueless. Or we were clueless about what was real. I mean, at least I was, and probably many Americans, about the level of corruption and deceit and lies, and Doge has done a very good job of exposing a lot of that stuff through misusing funds and all these different things, guys. It's just, we live in the world full of rules and laws that nobody who made them follows, or nobody who made them and or upholds them follows. Isn't that crazy? And that's why a lot of times, man, you got to keep your faith in God, because man is man. And I'm not going to get into that. There's all kinds of stories I can tell you about that. Man is man, woman is woman, and people are more often than not motivated by money, driven by money, greed. And I'm not saying I wasn't money driven. Money just didn't rule everything around me. I'm just not that guy, right? Nothing came before my family. Never have, never will. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Okay, life is short. Enjoy every moment. It says life is short. Time is fast. Life is short. Time is fast. Me and my wife talk about it all the time. Like, damn, you know, is it me? And shouts out to John. Is it me, or shouts out to John 316? Or were we talking about XRP Las Vegas? Like, oh, in 3 months, and here we are 8 days. Is it me, or time just flies by? And sometimes we don't even realize it. Like, I was talking to my kids about this when we were out in California. I'm like, you look up and you just can't wait to get 18. And you hit 18 and you're like, oh my God. I think the longest time when in your life is probably 18 to 21, right? Trying to get to 18 and then hoping you get to 21, especially if you're like wanting to get out. It's like, oh my God. You're like counting the days and hitting the X's and like, I can legally do this and go out and all, you know, all that kind of stuff. But after that 21, you blink and it's 25. Before you can even celebrate, you're 30. And then when you realize, do I got my shikaka together, you're 40. And you look up and go, what the hell? And you're time, man. So this is true, man. Life is short, time is fast, no replay, no rewind. God knows, I just mentioned about all that past. The past can kiss my ass, and so are the people who always say that. I hate that. That's one of my biggest pet peeves, the past. In the past, in the past, you know, if I could go in the past, I'm not going to be talking about the same shikaka you talking about. I'm going to go back and visit my mom or something like that. Good Lord. Life is too short. Time is fast. No replay, no rewind. So enjoy every moment as it comes. Every moment. And that's why I made the decision even about our XRP Las Vegas 2025 meetup. I said, you know what, man, I'm gonna make it where we all enjoy our moment. I'm gonna put things in place to make sure that we all enjoy our moment. No one's gonna mess that up. Facts. Okay, let's keep it going. If you aren't good enough for someone, truth is they aren't good enough for you. Facts. Facts. If I ain't good enough for you, life is too short. Historical things happening with XRP. Historic day for XRP. 2 stablecoins just launched on the XRP ledger. EuroP, the first MiCA compliant Euro stablecoin, and USDB. Braza. Can you say it like that? Braza Group, USD backed stablecoin for LATAM. This isn't hype. It's infrastructure going live. XRP is no longer the future. It's the settlement layer of today. It's the standard, baby. It's not the only, but it's the damn standard. There's some other ones out there, XLM and some others, but it's the damn standard. And you got some up and coming things out there. Huh? Damn straight. Real assets, real rails, real adoption. Like, you know, like I just take a regular word and make it all sexy, huh? Instead of adoption, adoption. Just like I could say Jeanette. This sounds like, oh, I can't wait to meet Jeanette. Damn. I was willing to meet Jeanette, his wife, but Jeanette? Oh, hell no, I got to meet her. Let me stop. Let's keep it going. All right, let's see where we at. I tell my wife get decaffeinated. Damn. By the way, guys, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. We're over an hour. I apologize. Well, do I apologize? No, because I love you. I like hanging out with y'all. We have undoubtedly one of the most real channels ever. We don't try to be like anyone else. Not only your host 68J, but the people that are here today, they are real. They're not into tribal. They're great people. I love you guys. Crypto for Life, Chicago Coin Family. XRP Army, BTHO, Good Morning, Good Evening Crypto, IBF, Mickle Mafia. People. I love people. Sometimes you got to shoo a few of them away, but people, we love you. Crypto for Life, Chicago Coin Family, all those that I just mentioned. Guess what? Have I told you lately that I love you? This is for you.
This one, does it like it is. Got them switching gears, new Ferrari with the tens. On some bullet shit, stop crying, start buying, getting bags. I ain't lying, money multiplying, call it rocket science. I'm so tired of this crypto control. You already know, basically letting money go. Swimming in the dough, as the sea gets exposed. Tomorrow's the day we gon' blow.
Should I stop it there? Hell no. Run it back.
I'll be better off from selling at a loss, not caring what it costs. I ain't when it drop, waiting for the flip flop to the tip top. While you watching TikTok, so my new wristwatch. Hit the Vegas crypto meetup.
Oh, Vegas crypto meetup. with Tails sitting right there. That's who came out with this crazy song, man. Amazing. That's my brother.
Like we do it all the time. Did a show with Lady E in the bag, man, the next night. A moon party, so you know we had to take flight. So many years and it's still no tears. The fear selling and I'm still all in.
What do you do when your freedom is an illusion?
How high will it go when the XRP get the move?
What?
It's amusing when you know that
Greatest family.
Going back to go
Greatest family.
Which one? Bag it up. This one, bag it up.
L68JO, El Lovas O, his familia. Good Lord. Y'all can tell right now I got a D- in Spanish, huh? Y'all pray for me. Let's keep it going. L68JO. Good Lord, huh? I think my name is Hyman. Lord. Don't minimize how amazing you are. Don't minimize and don't let others minimize how amazing you are. Don't let others minimize how important your journey is either. What you're doing right now, I mean, guys, I'm telling you right now, you may not see it, and maybe you do see it, but people keep reminding you, oh, you crazy. Just like someone just said right now, that's that funny money. You ain't going to go nowhere. And you know what's going to happen? I'm going to tell you what's going to happen because me and my wife are living it now. Well, they'll reach out when they need something. Huh? Can I borrow? Can you loan? Can you do this? This and that. But where's all that when I told you, look at this? All I'm trying to say is believe in you. Don't minimize how amazing you are and how amazing the things that you are doing today. Because other people aren't wanting to do them so that you can have and your family can have the things tomorrow that other people won't have. Les Brown said it. Jim Rohn, some phenomenal people that inspired my life. Incredible. All right, let's keep it going. BTC supply shock in full effect. Exchanges hit all-time lows on available BTC supply, guys. What? Exchanges hit all-time lows on the amount of BTC they got. Now, what happens when they pull XRP off exchanges? Uh-oh. 6AJ, what you talking about? What you talking about, 6AJ? Huh? I'm going back to buy XRP when it gets to $5. What if it ain't there? Come on now. Are we talking? Are we talking today? L6AJ. L6AJ. Let me stop. Good Lord, huh? I got a damn D-. I'm part Puerto Rican. That's a damn shame. My wife, my teacher tried to put my in Spanish. I took Spanish, and she put my grade on the desk, and she had a D-. I was like, damn it, turn it the other way. Can you please do that, miss? Good Lord. I went home. I didn't want to tell my mom. She's like, hi, man. You know, my mom's full Puerto Rican. I mean, like J-Lo. If J-Lo and I always used to say Puffy until he got in all this trouble. But if J-Lo and Puffy had kids, I can't even use Puffy. It's hard to even use Puffy's name anymore. But if J-Lo and this African-American brother had kids, that's us. And my mom said, what's your grades at? Lord, and I'm like, Mom, the dog ate my report card. Not because of my grades. I mean, I'm going to say that, you know, I was an athlete, so my grades were decent. Not great. I'm not going to sit there and lie, but that damn Spanish was embarrassing. I'd rather show my mom, look, I got an F or something, than look at that damn D- because that was embarrassing, huh? Lord, Rosetta Stone needs some. All right, let's keep it going. Smoke with the XRP and XLM fire. A confidential 2025 report from the U.S. Faster Payments Council stated that for U.S. domestic payment providers to align with the G20's cross-border payment objectives, they should accelerate the adoption of ISO 20022, you damn straight, and promote inter-industry collaboration with fintech companies such as Ripple and Stellar for XRP and XLM. And all I got to say is know what the hell, am I saying it weird? You hold. Crypto for Life Chicago family. I'm sorry, it's a damn coffee. Decaffeinated.
Pull up in a spacecraft and bags on us.
What?
Get into them bags so them stacks on us. In a different racks where they try to tax on us.
Is that bad when you know you got a problem, you still something to go? That's bad, damn it. I feel like a little coffee crackhead.
Government some lies, but them bags blowing up. Spitting 16s, get them bags stuffed up. Give you more game than your mainstream rappers. Told you get the bag, disconnect from the fuzz. Your favorite rapper clone and he can't beat trust. Move to a different code so they can't tax us.
Why?
Golden passports, rocket ships like Buzz.
Why do they hate crypto so bad here in America? Why do politicians do that to us? Do they not love us? Hell no. They didn't want you to get rich but die trying.
We like years ahead of the herd, like they don't want you to get rich, but die trying. Slid you the crypto list, so start buying, and I'll see you at the tip top.
We know the truth.
Flying. Upgrade the shit, push a button, autopilot. Party all night, so we just keep flying.
So many years and it's still no cheers.
What?
The fear selling and I'm still all in.
What do you do when that freedom is an illusion?
How high will it go when the XRP get the move? It's amusing when you know that you ain't ain't losing. Going back to go back, got 'em choosing.
I ain't gonna lie. A lot of y'all should have this on your ringtones. When XRP does get to like $50 to $100 or something like that, and I'm just talking about very, I know we got to get to $10 because that's you always. We got to get to $5 first. We got to get to $10 first. People saying the same damn thing about Bitcoin was less than a penny. We got to get to $5 first. We got to get to $10 first. You know what? Wake your ass up, because right now that same thing you were talking about, it's got to get there first. It's now $108,000. You can kiss my ass, Sets. Let me stop. Good Lord, this is for you.
And it's still no cheers. If fear's selling, then I'm still all in. What do you do when your freedom is an illusion?
How will it go?
When the XRP get the movie.
What?
It's amusing when you know that you ain't losing.
It's got to get there first. What I'm trying to tell you guys is when it does get there and people call your phone and you don't answer, this is what you should have planned.
What do you do when your freedom is an illusion? How high will it go when the XRP get the moving? It's amusing when you know that you ain't losing. Going back to go back, got 'em choosing. Which one? Bag it up.
Here come the monkeys.
That's what good. I'm gonna have my voice in that music. I'm like, XRP, XLM, leave a message. You ask you to listen. Let me stop. Good Lord, huh? Let's keep it going. You don't kill them being mean. You kill them with success. Just saying, huh? Oh, I'm sorry, it's a damn caffeine. Extreme riches are coming your way. Facts. Kraken investors will be able to trade U.S. stocks and ETFs 24/7 on the blockchain. 24/7. What? Kraken will tokenize U.S. stocks like Apple, AAPL, Tesla, TSLA, and NVIDIA, NVDA. Per Wall Street Journal, non-U.S. investors will be able to trade U.S. stocks and ETFs 24/7 on the blockchain. On the blockchain. That means you're going to be the rich. Let me stop. Maturity is when you want peace over the bullshit. Can't say it. Shouts out to my man Ryan Lamar. They finished up in Canada filming. They got some other places, and we will be joining them in New Mexico. I'm going to go out there and speak some of my Espanol. L68JL. Let me stop. Good Lord, huh? Shouts out to Ryan Lamar, our director. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, Chicago. We ain't the fastest, but we ain't going nowhere. I was talking to somebody about this the other day. Me and Michael said, we ain't touching nothing for 3 to 4 years or more until we got more movies. We got more things we're doing. We're excited. Y'all ever read The Turtle and the Hare? Who won that race? The hare? The rabbit that was fast? Doing all this crazy stuff? Acting all weird? Doing all this, like some of these projects like real quick. And no, baby. We here. We ain't going nowhere. Look us up. Check out our team. Huh? We got some of the sexiest people on planet Earth. Huh? JC, Keita, Cassius Cuvée, World Be Free, Liz, David, Medic Man, Crypto G, Crypto Navigator, Iron Man, Optimistic Prime, Ryan. Who's that? I wonder if I can get a date with her. Oh, that's my wife already. Let me stop. Jay, huh? My son, Reverend Rich, huh? Pray for us. Pray for me. Leave that damn coffee alone. Ryan Lamar, Don Benjamin, Chris Sadu, my brother co-signed with us, Ray Froston, me and Mike O. All you got to do is go and check it out. I need to do some more posting on this damn thing. This is the movie. This is a set. They've been filming. Gotta love it. Shouts out to my man, Ryan Lamar. That's what I meant. Okay. Never sacrifice integrity for growth. Never sacrifice integrity for anything. Sometimes if you watch close enough, you can see what you need to see. Some people just choose not to see it. That's so funny. Okay, pay attention. This is huge for XRP and XRPL. Good morning, crypto. They also got good evening crypto, my man Abs. Just in, first ever U.S. XRP future ETF begins trading on NASDAQ. This will enhance investor accessibility, boost liquidity, and signals growing institutional acceptance of XRP within a regulated financial framework. Comment below and follow for more. CoinDesk. Big things are happening. All right. I like that. By my man Abs, my dog. Don't see him here in about 8 days. You're a reflection of who you associate yourself with. I keep saying 8 days, but the truth is a lot of people coming in on Wednesday. That's like Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. 5 days. We'll see some of y'all on 5 days. You're a reflection. This is a big one. I can't say this. I'm going to say this slow. Because somebody needs to hear this today. Huh? Nina knows what I'm talking about. Come on now. You're a reflection. You're a reflection of who you associate yourself with. I remember reading Jim Rohn. He said, if you take the 5 people that you hang out with the most, if you take this is the way it was put. if you take the 5 people you hang around the most, and they complain about life and money and this ain't and the man trying to keep me down, this and that, he said the chances are you're going to be the 6th person in that group. And it doesn't mean you have to forget, but try changing your circle. When you change your circle, when you study, and that's why I was always into books and reading and stuff like that, and just, when you change what's here, everything around you changes. And he said, if you look at the 5 people around you, and they're doing phenomenal, they're out there, and even if they're not where they want to be, but they're fighting, they're working for something greater. They're not complaining, they're not talking crap, they're not this, they're not jinky, they're not trying to. Let me stop. The chances are you're the same way. So you're a reflection of who you associate yourself with. Few understand this. That's a damn fact. Let's keep it going. Okay. Birds of a feather flock together. Man, he said it so elegantly. I like that. Birds of a feather flock together. And sometimes, it's all good. Let me just keep moving. I like how that sounds, Trump. Bo Hines, under President Trump, we will ensure that the United States, when I look at abs and I look at, conversations I had with Mike O, abs, conversation with Coach JV, love my brother, be like, love you, Jay, love you too, Coach. Zach Rector, Mickle, Jake Claver. when I look at the I'm like, those are some people I want to be around. That's a great circle. Facts. Bo Hines under President Trump will ensure that the United States persists as the crypto capital and Bitcoin superpower of the world. This is just the beginning. You know what's so funny about the statement I made? When you look at some people, me and Mike O struggled. When you look at so many people in their humble beginnings and where they came from, just because you come from nothing doesn't mean you have to stay there. John Deaton, look at his story. Look where he's at. Look at the things he's doing. Sometimes you have to go back and say, man, why is a person where they're at? There's a reason. There's a reason. Let's move on. God is good all the time. Okay, man, that part, what she said. A luxury that no one realizes is a luxury is having 0 health issues. God, let me knock on wood. I've been blessed with that. God is good all the time. Okay, and for those who don't, prayers are with you. And shouts out and special prayers to my baby boy, my nephew Elias. May God be with you, my brother. Much love to my family. And you guys do me a favor and please keep him in your prayers. All right. Exactly. He's playing chess, not checkers. Now, this is from my man, Crypto Miles. Crypto Miles in the house. That's my dog right there. He retweeted this. He's Dom. Shouts out to Dom. Over it was Easy A. My man Dom in the house. And I follow Dom, and Dom follows me. That's my brother. And we've had several conversations. Yeah, we had several. Dom's a cool cat. Okay, pretty mind-boggling that the markets are down on news that Trump is threatening 50% tariffs on the EU. Does no one remember what happened the last time Trump threatened tariffs and then ended up making a deal? People say, oh my God, what is Trump doing? And the markets react because what are the markets based off of? Most of the people don't realize TA is predicated off of emotions. What are people going to do? What's going to happen? Okay, so, did you not remember what just happened with China? Everything went crazy, and then all of a sudden, and I think that's kind of what we're seeing, like when everything crashed with, like, the FTX thing, and then all of a sudden kind of things went on, and then all the stuff happened with Binance. The market really didn't move as much, did it? Because at some point we kind of realized, we're going to be good. Crypto's the future, baby. And that's what we're saying. That's what man Dom is saying right here. And so shouts out to the man right here. Crypto Model says pure facts. Plus you got to love bugs. Counting that moolah, baby. Realize those who weigh you down and embrace those who uplift you and inspire you. Uplift and inspire you. Got to realize ones that are keeping you down, keep you in a certain place. Sometimes you look around your circle like, damn, what's going on? Am I progressing because of this person? Maybe. Okay, alrighty then. Donald Trump, the European Union, which was formed for this is what we're talking about with the damn tariffs, which was formed for the primary purpose of taking advantage of the United States on trade. Damn. The European Union, which was formed for the primary purpose of taking advantage of the United States. I don't even like how that sounds. On trade has been very difficult to deal with. Their powerful trade barriers, VAT taxes, ridiculous corporate penalties, non-monetary trade barriers, monetary manipulations. Don't like that word either. Unfair, don't like that. Unjustified lawsuits against American companies. Damn, and more. Well, I know a couple. Didn't the SEC do this too, though, Trump? Didn't the SEC file unjustified lawsuits against American companies, huh? Wasn't that the SEC? Wasn't that Gary Gensler? Just saying. Is that over yet? Have we got a conclusion? Let me stop. And more have led to a trade deficit with the U.S. Of more than $250 million a year. Damn. A number which is totally unacceptable. I agree with that. Our discussions with them are going nowhere. Damn. Therefore, I am recommending a straight 50% tariff on the European Union starting on June 1st, 2020. Uh-oh. There is no tariff if the product is built or manufactured in the United States. Uh-oh. Thank you for your attention of this matter. Trump ain't playing no games, boy. What? That's how you become a billionaire. That's how you get America great again. Don't play around with them. Chicago content on Facebook blitz time to flood Facebook Chicago. Yeah, I need to start doing more stuff. You're right, Fishing. Get with me, Fishing Camel. I just got to find people who are motivated to help me because I'm wearing so many hats. So, Fishing Camel Joe, get with me, brother. Get with me. Let's make some stuff happen. Get my Chicago content up. We know what we got. We just got to get out there more. Working and listening. My client like that's every time Jay. Okay, working and listening. My client like that's right every time Jay says something and nodding her head to tails. She's 80. Aw. I love that, man. Thank you, Tube. That made my day, Too Blessed. Shouts out to Chicago Bartels in the house. Yo, Abs and Zach are having an arm wrestling match in Vegas. Who you got? I got to call both of them. Those are my boys. I didn't even know that. That's funny. Abs didn't tell me that. He was just here in the chat. But shouts out to, who's this? Too Blessed. Shouts out to the young lady, the 80-year-old young lady who's sitting there with you right now. Let her know how much we appreciate her just in life. And tell her from the Crypto for Life family, we appreciate her. We send nothing but love to you. I don't know her name. Has she got a name too, Bless? Either way, shouts out to the 80-year-old lady that's sitting there saying 68J is cool and bumping the tails. Miss Lady, guess what? From the Crypto for Life Chicago Coin community, XRP Army, and all those that are here today, this is for you.
Does it like it is. Got them switching gears in Ferrari with the 10s. On some bullet shit, stop crying, start buying, getting bags. I ain't lying. Money multiplying, call it rocket science.
Go, Miss Lady. Go, Miss Lady. We appreciate you.
I'm so tired of this crypto control. You already know, basing letting money go.
What?
Swimming in the dough,
SEC gets exposed.
Tomorrow's the day we gon' blow. I'll be better off from selling at a loss, not caring.
Go, Miss Lady. Go, Miss Lady.
For the flip flop to the tip top when you watching TikTok
on your new wristwatch.
Hit the Vegas crypto meter. Hello, nice to meet you. Shower DAI like we do it all the time. Did a show with Lady E in the bag, man. The next night a moon party, so you know we had to take flight.
What?
So many years and it's still no cheers. If you're selling, then I'm still all in.
What do you do when your freedom is an illusion? How will it go when the XRP get the mooning up?
It's amusing when you know that you ain't losing. Going back to go back, got them choosing. Which one? Bang it up. This one.
Shouts out to Miss Lady hanging out with Too Blessed. We are a loving family, and therefore we show and shouts out love your way, Miss Lady. Appreciate you in a major way. Let's keep it going. You can't move ahead until you let go. That's a fact. You cannot move ahead until you let go. ZBCN, crazy potential. Legendary call by CKJ and legendary overview and support by Zach Rector. Shouts out to you guys and all those that are supporting ZBCN. Been moving. I like NFTs, but I agree with Drake on this one. And this was Raw Powell. Well, Fred actually put this out. He said NFTs are the single best long-term store of wealth I know. Raw Powell yesterday. Okay, well, I don't see him saying it. Someone else said he said it, but Jake Claver said, I'm going to have to disagree with Raw Powell on this one unless he's issuing NFTs against real high-end art pieces. But I'm a big NFT dude. I don't know if I'm going to say it's the best store value, but damn it, I like it a lot. Okay, guys, tonight, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Damn, that's 2.5 hours. I need to get my ass out of here. 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time in 2.5 hours. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You're going to be hanging out with your boy 68J. Keita1211. Lady K. Optimistic Prime. World Be Free is going to be on and cracking. Hope to see you guys there. Just a ladies' night. Tonight, guys, make sure you guys tune in. It's going to be absolutely incredible. Appreciate you guys, Major. We're going to get out of here. I got more I can talk about, but damn it, I'm going to get up out of here. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Nina Blossom in the house. Too Blessed. Miss Dora. What's up, Miss Dora? How you doing, Miss Dora? Huh? Miss Dora is now part of the Crypto for Life and Chicago Coin family XRP Army family. Miss Dora, you're hanging out with a legendary person. Too blessed. A legendary person. Too blessed. So you are blessed because you're here, Miss Dora. And Miss Dora, we're going to tell you for myself, the Crypto for Life and Chicago Coin family, have we told you lately that we love you? We love people, Miss Dora. And guess what? You're part of the greatest family on planet Earth. EARL. Miss Dora, this is for you.
Bags on us. Get into them bags so them stacks on us. In a different bracks where they try to tax on us.
What?
Government some lies, but them bags blowing up. Spitting 16s, keep them bags stuffed up.
Go, Miss Dora. Go, Miss Dora. Go, Miss Dora.
Get the bag, disconnect from the fuzz. Your favorite rapper clone, and he can't beat trust. Move to a different code so they.
Shout out to Miss Dora, guys. We're going to get up out of here. We got Edward Frolowski, Nina Blossom, Too Blessed, and Miss Dora in the house. We got Fishing, Camo Joe, Nina Blossom. Who else we got up in here? Who else we got up in here? Beekeeper69 up in here. Chaka Bartels up in here. My man, Too Blessed, and Sean Thompson in the house. Sean Thompson in the house. We know Miss Dora in the house. She's out there rocking and rolling. World Be Free in the house. Operation Shutdown in the house. Who else we got up in here? ISO confused. Don't. Yeah. Yeah. Richard Hart. That was a crazy story. John 316. Amen, my brother. XRP Chevy 954 in the house. Edward Frolowski's in the house. My man Pots and Pans. What's up, man? Ness Force, that's my brother. Crypto Cowboys in the house. What's up, Crypto Cowboys? Operation Shutdown. Abs. Shouts out to Abs, Johnny Crypto, Coach JV, Mario, Gonzo, the Familia. I know the Spanish Paquito. Justin Harrison. I get 5 to 10 potential spam calls. Oh, man, every day. It's ridiculous. Oh, man. I wonder why 68J don't try to call me. Yo, 68J, how you doing? This is 68J. What you up to? Can you send me some money? What the hell wrong with you, 68J? You can't get right, 68J. I'm reporting you. That's what y'all need to tell them. All right, let's keep it going. John 3:16. First man in the house. First man. Bang, bang. First man. Bang, bang. BG Ohio in the house. World Be Free in the house. Looking forward to Vegas as well, sis. My beautiful queen, Jeanette. Joe Budai. Miss C888. In the house. Who up in here? Lizard King. Good to see you. Lizard King in the house. Lizard King. Appreciate you, my brother. Who else we got up in here before we get up out of here? Jose, I see you. Miyamo? Jaime. My name is Jaime. I know a little bit, damn it. Let me stop. D-. DCA Crypto Dave in the house. Who else we got up in here? Anthony Wanner. That's my dog. Anthony Wanner. Hit the like and subscribe. That's my brother. Art Caffeine. Good to see you. All right, guys. We about to get up out of here. Crypto OG. And you guys enjoy your day. Crypto Tells in the house. Guys, I appreciate you guys. And shouts out to one of our most legendary new family members, Miss Dora. Guys, we appreciate you guys. See you guys mañana. Enjoy your weekend. Until next time, it's your boy James, a.k.a. 68J. Peace. Greatest family on planet Earth. EARL. Shouts out, Miss Dora. Yeah.